We begin Holy Week, as we have many, many times over the years. But we have to remind ourselves that this is not a drama that we are enacting, a drama of past events, of things long ago. Because the suffering and death of the risen Christ is an ongoing event in time. Christ still suffers, still dies, and still rises in us, the members of his body. His rising and the conquest of sin goes on daily in us. This is what they call the Paschal mystery. A mystery is something we can know about, but not completely comprehend. A Paschal mystery is an Easter mystery. It's the mystery of the dying and the rising of Christ, and of our dying and rising in Christ. If we face sin and suffering and death with Christ, in Christ and through Christ, we are confident that we will be raised up. But to suffer and to die and to rise again within and through Christ, we have to have what St. Paul calls the mind of Christ. To approach the reality of our own lives with the same humility and obedience to the Father that Jesus had when he walked among us. And this suffering and dying within and through Christ is something that it does happen yearly in the festivals of this coming week. But it also happens weekly when we gather at the Lord's table to celebrate the Eucharist. It happens daily in the way we live obediently, long-suffering in the way of Christ, facing the challenges of life, the pains of life, the failures of life, with that same confidence and trust that Jesus exhibited during his time with us. And ultimately, we will celebrate the Paschal Feast for eternity, when Jesus comes again and brings with him the reward which he already possesses, the reward of unending life in glory with God the Father in the Spirit. That is the Paschal mystery. We are already a part of it, and we have some ways to go before we again rejoice in the presence of the dead and risen Christ, in his totality and in our fullness. Let us celebrate the coming feast with confidence, renewed hope, obedient and humble, as Jesus did. That's our calling. We are the disciples, and we do not want to desert him.